Once again, yes, what do you get when you get 200 pastors into a tavern? You get a Liberty Pastors event. That's right, just like the founding fathers. They gathered in taverns and ballroom. I mean, what do you call the front foyer area of your home to the churches? Liberty Pastors is all about getting a Black Road Regiment pastor a network across the country that is doing exactly like the founding fathers, taking biblical values into the public square. So come with me. I'm going to show you. We've got pastors from all over the state of Michigan and the rest of the Midwest and all over the place, all here to train. We got Paul, we got Dran Reese over here, Neil Mammon. Oh, I might be losing my signal because I'm coming into the room. But throughout the next 3 days, right here in Bay Harbor, all of these pastors are going to be learning about how to apply a biblical worldview in their communities and how to lead courageously in the culture wars that we're facing right now. So it's an amazing, amazing thing. If you're not familiar with Liberty Pastors, you need to go to liberty.org. Either one's going to end up in the same place, and find one of these around the country that you can send your pastor to. There's nothing like it. There is no other gathering of pastors on cultural issues that goes as deep as what we do at Liberty Pastors. I mean, they're going to hear from so many people in the next 3 days. They're going to walk out of here, and we know because we've done this with 4,000 pastors. We've done this with these events all over the country. These things, they're going to engage their congregation in the culture and make a difference. So it's an absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal thing. My buddy Paul Blair over there. In fact, let's go harass the football player. So he's eating. So we'll catch him with his mouth full and get him to at least say hi or at least wave to you guys. So there is a there is a downside to Paul Blair though. The problem with Paul is he was a boy, but he was a Chicago Bear. So this is the guy that does the Liberty Pastors. This is all the folks in the tavern. I told them we got 200 pastors in the tavern, but they're eating, not drinking. Just so you, yeah. And the tavern's a restaurant. It's not a bar. And there's Dran Reese, Salt and Light Council, Neil Mama. We're going to be talking all about how to get people to get their church actually being a biblical church and then advertising it to all the people out there that want to find a church like that. So anyway, it's going to be a fantastic week. And I wish you could all be here, but be sure and go to get your pastor to one of our Liberty Pastor events. And by the way, we're at this swanky, amazing place in Bay Harbor with the most beautiful view outside of my room I think I've ever seen. And for these pastors, it's only $99. So it's an incredible opportunity for them and their wife to be able to come and get a few days, relaxation, fun, all that good stuff. But thanks to Art Hall and Timothy Plan, it's virtually free for them. So if you're not using Timothy Plan for your investments, you need to be doing that anyway. Now I'm going to grab this guy right here because he's running for governor here in Michigan. Great friend of mine, great pastor. He is the John Peter Gabriel Muhlenberg of our day. And we got Victor Marks running over in Colorado. We got Ralph running up here in Michigan. There's a lot of great. Here he is, right here. Ralph Rebrandt running for governor right here in Michigan. Super excited about this guy. Fantastic campaign. Already got a ton of boots on the ground all over the state and has been a great friend to Patriot Academy for years. So excited for you, brother. Great crowd here, too.
He's going to fire everybody up. He really is. Constitution, we love this man.
Love it.
Anyway.
Love it. Bless you, brother. All right. So that's what we're doing for the tavern tonight. Don't have a whole lot to cover with you on topics and things like that, but I wanted to at least let you see what we're up to. It's been a crazy, crazy few weeks. I mean, we haven't really taken a breath. I mean, since Charlie was martyred, the harvest is so plentiful. People are so hungry to learn what we're teaching. The young people are so hungry to get plugged in. They're saying, "Here, my Lord, send me," all over the place. And so we're just doing everything we can, working around the clock to make the most of this opportunity. I always say it's an opportunity where the window is open, but it's just barely open. It's cracked open. We got to shove it open and dive through and do everything we can to work that harvest. So let me see if I can actually open up my chat. And before I get in there, I'm speaking in about 15 minutes, and I'm going to be talking about the history of the Black Road Regiment, the role that pastors have played in our country, really encouraging these pastors to do the same thing back home in their communities and to not be intimidated by all the name calling that people do. And all the, you're just supposed to preach the gospel. We're going to talk about what the gospel actually is. And, what, when they say don't preach politics, don't get politics in our pulpit. We're going to talk about politics is just how you treat your neighbors, just literally how you form your society, how you going to organize the powers of your government. So anyway, really, really exciting. All right, let's see here. I do have, yeah, that's right. Yay, Michigan. I'm telling you, Scarlett, I'm glad you're in here tonight because I was just talking with Ralph about our event. Remind me, was that 2 years ago? It wasn't 3 years ago, was it? When we came up here, not on this side of Michigan, we were on the other side. But John and all of our great coaches up here in Michigan, we had that phenomenal packed house. Brad Stein came. That was a great event. Anyway, we were just talking about that and maybe an opportunity to repeat that up here in Michigan in the next 6, 8 months or whatever. But just a fantastic, fantastic opportunity. So everybody be encouraged. Just know, we're always saying the pastors are the key. We're always, complaining that not enough pastors are preaching to the issues of the day and they're leaving too many things off the table. This right here in this room is what's turning that around. Liberty Pastors is changing that. We see the fruit all over the place. It's absolutely amazing. And so y'all just pray that over the next 3 days that these pastors get on fire and that they go home, really not just fired up, but equipped. That's the key right now. It's equipping people. It's. I keep making this distinction between just having a revival and actually discipling people. I know it sounds weird, but you have to do that even with pastors. You have to do that with professionals like Constitution coach people. You have to disciple. We have to study. It's literally that scripture: study to show thyself approved. We all have to do that. I don't care if you're 8 or you're 80. We have a duty and responsibility to study and be ready to give an answer. 1 Peter 3:15. We want to be able to give an answer for the hope that's within us. We don't just want to be fired up. We don't just want to be hopeful and excited. We've got to be ready to answer in a way that we can persuade, that we can take down and tear down the arguments against the godly principles that we're working to restore in our country. So the only way that we can do that is coming to things like this, sharpening each other's countenance, diving deep into the issues, and then going back home and living it out. Oh, there's Scarlett. Yes, 2023. So yeah, 2 years, because I think it was like a November time frame, right? And okay, so anyway, I just want to tell everybody about what we're doing here. I will not. This could be 4 weeks in a row that I'm not actually sitting in the Tavern studio set. This is the third week. Next week, I'm actually going to be. I know I'm suffering for the Lord here in Michigan at this beautiful resort, and next week I'm going to be suffering for the Lord in Hawaii because my youngest son Rhett is getting married in Hawaii, and so we're probably not even going to have a tavern. I may try to go live from a beautiful place somewhere in Hawaii next Monday, but we'll see. So anyway, everybody have a fantastic evening. Have a great week. Know that the harvest is continuing to grow, and look for ways that you can study and you can help others to study to show yourself approved, and then go out there and speak boldly, ready to give an answer. It's incredible what's happening right now. Thanks everybody. God bless you. Have a great week. We'll see you next week or the week after in the Tavern.